Rebellion's turn to ban.
It's done.
Hello guys, it's me again, and tonight we are casting some elimination matches. So buckle up, and we're gonna jump straight into the draft, because Shopify, Rebellion and TSM are already drafting, and this game is gonna decide which of these two NA teams is going to secure a top 12 finish, and which of them is gonna get eliminated from the international. So without further ado, let's see the bans. We see on the Shopify Rebellion side, which by the way have the first pick, they have removed Dazzle, Templar Assassin, AA and Phoenix. Meanwhile on the other side, TSM removes Treant Protector, Muerta, Spirit Breaker and Primal Beast. And as the first pick, Shopify Rebellion opt to go for the Bristleback. A very stable and strong hero at the current meta, so it should be... I mean, they have watched some games from yesterday where Virtus Pro did defeat the undefeated Team Spirit with this hero, so they probably assumed if they can do it, so can we. And the other team picks Chaos Knight, another very strong hero on the safe lane, probably one of the strongest safe laners at the moment. Chaos Knight is just a solid hero, scales well into the late game, his illusions becoming very strong now with the talents. So nothing too fancy here, just the standard picks. And unlike yesterday where we saw Broodmother picked for the first time by LGD and some Magnus mid and stuff like this, that even prompted Thompson to start spamming Magnus in the pubs a bit. And we see Necro plus Luna have been banned, removed from the pool. Yeah, Luna makes sense because she kinda destroys CK and can set up a very strong tempo together with Bristleback. And there is a Grimstroke, so that's a good combination with Chaos Knight, just a strong lane in general. And very fast picks by Shopify Rebellion. They go for Dark Willow plus Elder Titan combination. So Elder Titan does make a lot of sense against any illusion heroes, obviously. And CK, he's not known for a lot of armor. He does buy some occasional AC, but with natural order he will be kinda susceptible to this Bristleback's physical damage. So it's something to look out for there. And also late game Elder Titan, this guy can pack a punch. So yeah, he could with those late game talents of cleave and damage just destroy the CK himself. There is also Dark Willow. This hero, she's not particularly great against either Grim or CK, but she's just a strong hero that pairs well with the Bristleback. Same can be said for Elder Titan though. Like, these two heroes just control an area and provide a lot of teamfight as a support. So I like this support duo by Shopify Rebellion. It's gonna be just fine. Crit also known for his Dark Willow, and Fly just wants to secure the lane for his carry with this Elder Titan. Although Elder Titan not as great at doing so as he was in the past. Let's see what TSM decides to pick here. They are gonna pick two heroes and reveal a lot of their draft right now, so that is why they are taking a bit longer. And they're probably gonna pick another support and probably another flex hero, something like Primal Beast is banned. What could they pick actually? Let me see. Oh, but I mean, they also need
Radiant's turn to pick. Dire's turn to pick.
Oh, it's gonna be Dawnbreaker. Okay, so they are not gonna flex too much. They're just gonna go for the offlane duo, which is insanely strong. Dawnbreaker plus Tusk. This combination is just unstoppable, I would say. And it's gonna be a quick puck by Shopify. Shopify picking really fast. They wanna put the pressure on TSM, it seems. But Arteezy's hero is gonna be picked last, unless this Bristol is position 1, which I don't think it should be. It's just not that kind of a hero anymore. Especially not in this game, because they have insane physical damage, which can just rip right through him. With the tag team and later on Silver Edge on Chaos Knight, he's gonna stand no chance. This pack, however, is a nice pick, especially against Tusk. If he can find Tusk with the coil, Tusker will not be able to do much in the teamfights. Also with this Aghanims plus right click damage build on this pack, he can insta kill somebody with the coil in the late game. Especially these supports such as Tusk, so that's gonna be something to look out for if the game even reaches that stage. And we see Shadow Demon being banned, so they wanna reduce the potential of saves. Yeah, they just wanna have a clean initiation, it seems. While at the same time they are the ones that have Dawnbreaker that can potentially save some heroes with the ulti. Also removing Furion, so the global presence with Puck plus Furion is gonna be cancelled. There is still Spectre, however. Spectre could be the hero for Arteezy here. They have removed Kunkka and are now thinking about the final ban.
10 seconds.
The enemy teams lacks a mid laner, I would say, so what mid laner does well against Puck? TA is already removed. Is Pango removed? Oh boy, Pango is still in the pool actually. Oh, they had to ban Pango here actually. Pango kinda destroys Puck in the lane. Later in the game he can get coiled and unable to use his ulti, but it does not really matter that much. Oh, they remove Ricky. Hold on a bit. Okay, they must know something about TSM. I mean, Ricky is also decent against Puck, but that's a bit of a two-sided matchup, I would say. Oh, wait a minute. Sweet Keeper of the Light, last pick. Wait a minute. Is this position 1 Dark Willow? Is this position 1 Bristleback? What is going on here, guys? Oh boy. Shopify with an interesting last pick here. I mean, Kotal is amazing with both Bristol and Puck. And actually, Kotal is amazing with Dark Willow too, because she can have perma second spell, the Shadow Realm. Oh my god, okay, it's gonna be Earth Spirit on the TSM side, but I'm more interested to see what, oh my god, yeah, it is actually Dark Willow position 1. I'm so excited for this actually. Okay, so they have learned from the LGD squad, it seems, and they wanna try it out as well. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna work out quite as planned. A simple blade mail kinda destroys the hero, but let's see how it goes. They have some answers. Dawnbreaker with her first spell can kinda kill Dark Willow, like easily, if he can somehow initiate on her first, which should not be a problem. They have Earth Spirit, they have Tusk, who is going to get the Blink Dagger as well. I mean, even Dawnbreaker herself gets Blink most of the time, so they will have initiation. And now Arteezy, I don't know if he's gonna be able to survive long enough. But I guess we'll just see. There will be Fly behind him to kinda slow down the enemy. And Puck against Earth Spirit on mid lane, it's just gonna be a lot of farming. I don't think either hero can kill the other without rotations. So I'm not looking too much about that. It's more about the rotations that these heroes are going to make around the map. Bryle gonna be able to go active earlier than Abed, I assume. He also has very strong kill lanes on both side lanes, so he will be looking to be active on the map and amplify those lanes. And honestly, the laning stage of TSM is looking unbreakable. They are very strong. So Shopify, they need to somehow make up for the laning stage in the later parts of the game, and I'm not sure if Dark Willow is the hero to do that. Puck certainly is, like, Puck is amazing. The later the game goes, this hero just gains value infinitely. He can go so many routes of items and farms the map very efficiently, hard to kill, hard to catch. So Puck will scale, but I don't know about this Dark Willow. She reaches a certain point and that's pretty much it. Bristol, however, Bristol could be a problem. This guy is very tanky, and let's see those predictions real quick. So, player with highest total magic or pure damage done to heroes at game end. So, magic or pure. Okay, this is interesting. So it could be Abed, but he might go for the physical damage route. This hero is dealing magical damage with this thing. It's also something to keep an eye out. I'm just gonna go with Bryle. This guy's gonna ooze damage every fight anyways, so yeah. First player to buy a Blink. Ooh, this is a tough one. So Ari's gonna be going for it. Kasani as well. Timado as well. Oh, actually it should be Abed, right? Abed always goes for the Blink. He might go for like Witchblade, Power Threads and then Blink. But it still should be fine. Might go for the Yule, I don't know. Let's say it's gonna be Puck. Team with the first Rosh kill. Okay, so let's see about the Rosh. If these guys win a fight, they can rush only when this guy gets Deso. They do have tag team though, so and the Phantasm, they can rush. These guys also have nasal go, but neither team has like the insane rush. It's pretty much gonna be about the timings and the team fight. And I assume the timing of Roshan is gonna align with the timing of Aghanim's on Bristol, so I'm gonna go with Shopify. Might be wrong on that one. I mean, it's kind of 50-50. And player with the highest net worth by 25 minutes. That's gonna be a position 1 for sure. Now, which one though? That's actually might be a Bristol if he gets a good lane, but I don't think he's gonna get that good of a lane. So I'm actually gonna go for something like... God damn it, Arteezy doesn't farm that well. Neither does the CK, not gonna lie. But let's say it's gonna be Timado. And okay, let's put some last hits and denies over there. Look at the sprays. Yep, spraying the Saberlight. Best player in the world, by the way. And okay, we see smoke on smoke action. They have placed this vision here by Abed. And very deep smoke into the triangle by TSM. They do place this sword on the hill. Saberlight with double gauntlets, but no ring of protection. Just gonna rush the Vanguard, it seems. Abed going for the threads, so yeah, might be the right click. We will see. Just casual stuff. Astral Spirit already on this guy. And we see Arteezy gonna go for like combination of Bracer plus Raid Band for some sustain and damage plus armor and attack speed. So yeah, just casual stuff. He's a little bit of skirmish here, and Kasani might be in trouble. That's an amazing Binding Light to bring him into the second Bramble, and that's gonna be enough for Arteezy to get the first blood. And oh boy, that's actually amazing play by this crit guy. That's actually beautiful. Just Binding Lighting him into the second Bramble, which then cancels this hammer animation of escaping, and that was the only reason they managed to get this kill. Beautiful stuff, beautiful by him. We see on top lane Nari getting the tag team. He wants to be able to trade with Fly, so Fly with the Astral Spirit still gonna be stronger. And Kasani just gonna use the hammer to harass Arteezy a bit, push this lane in, and possibly deny the range. Ooh, that's a nice try with the Bramble, but unlucky. He does manage to deny this range creep, however, very nicely. I'm gonna miss a couple of creeps under tower. Yeah, that's the problem with this Willow. She doesn't have the best based stats. But here we go, Bracer completed, now 70 damage. All of a sudden, she is very strong. Whiteman down here, starting with the Stroke of Fate, wants to be able to secure some ranged creeps, which is just normal stuff. Timado. I mean, he's using the stun, trying to deny some creeps, unable to do so. Supports will use spells to secure them. Meanwhile, on top lane, here we have action again. Bramble will hit, but the other will not. He does use the hammer to escape though, so that's a lot of mana wasted. Still took quite a bit of damage. Fly is beating him quite nicely with this Astral plus right clicks. And Dari, starting with the tag team, is not having enough in the tank to help his body really. And we see Puck pulling a bit ahead here in the middle lane. Yes, it's just oh, wait a second. That was a decent Echo Stomp attempt, but he does escape with a hammer once more. And he's out of mana now on this Downbreaker, so he won't be able to escape any longer. These guys are also pretty low on mana themselves. Will be enough for another Bramble, but that's it. And Arteezy, we see he's very aggressive here. Like super aggressive. And then bottom lane action, Bristol is in trouble and he will die. That's beautiful stuff, because crit he went on middle lane to secure the rune and possibly grab the stack in the meantime, and these guys just went aggressive, punish the offlaner. Very well done by the TSM squad. We see 10 stacks on this stick for Tusk. Might be looking to make a play. And a lot of denies on Arteezy as well. They are pinging something here. Tusk is still level 1. He really needs another level. And there we go. Ice shards. Down bottom at the same time there is action. Saberlight might be in trouble. Reality Rift into the Chaos Bolt. Now Inkswell is gonna hit a pretty decent duration, but he should be fine. They're just gonna let him go. And meanwhile on top lane, Ari does die. And a beautiful echo stop. But wait a minute. Who woke this guy up? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure. I mean, its threshold is 55 damage, so maybe just another right click or bramble tick damage that just woke him up. Unfortunate, but there is a lot of action on these side lanes as we anticipated. Both side lanes for TSM have kill potential, but top lane turning out to be a bit problematic for Kasani here, because Willow plus Fly doing a lot of work. Two tangos shared to Saberlight. And Timado is just gonna be chill here. He has a bracer, he has his passive, and oh! They do use the combination once more. Does have a raindrop on Saberlight. They turn around in fact as Timado just wants to hit this crit. He cannot really kill him, he is in trouble himself now. A lot of stacks of Quill Spray stacking on him. Yeah, that was a big stick. Just bought him a lot of time. Whitemon might not be as lucky as Timado was. Okay, Stan is gonna buy him some time. Whitemon does have the soul, but his courier is gonna die. That was a full magic wand, as well as some vision. And even a clarity. So that's gonna hurt this bottom lane quite a bit. The unnecessary aggression, I have to say. Timado could have just went back after the decent trade with Bristol, but he decides to stay even after Crit used his magic stick. That was a bit too greedy, I would say. And on top lane, this Arteezy just keeps stacking up the denies. Same on mid lane, Abed leading quite a bit with this Puck. I mean, that's to be expected ranged against melee. But yeah, now level 3 in Boulder Smash, just gonna clear out the waves with the Earth Spirit. Shouldn't be much trouble there. And Fly, he's looking for something down here. Might try and be aggressive on these guys. Has placed the sentry ward to make sure that he's not seen. He's in very good position. He can just stomp them from these trees. If Crit somehow can get... Oh, but wait, what is Whitemon doing? Oh, Whitemon just finds him. Oh boy, that's actually beautiful by Whitemon. He somehow smelled him or something. Snowball? Is it gonna be in time? Okay, it will. Inkswell in fact cancelling that animation and Reality Rift. And yeah, that's an easy punishment to this guy. I'm not gonna leave kill for Timado. Ari says, I came down here for this, and yeah, I'm gonna grab this kill. It's 6-minute power run. Bryle is on top lane and Abed does not wanna contest. He's just gonna go bottom and he will win the 50-50 trade-off. Finds the haste rune on this Puck. Let's switch to network real quick, and we see Abed top of the chart. He's doing very well on this mid lane, like super well actually. And even though Timado did fine on bottom lane, he... Yep, that's another missed last hit. His over-aggression kinda slowed him down a little bit. Still doing very well. I mean, Arteezy also farming super good. He is very close to power threads, and we see the coil being used. First coil of the game, Abed rotating on top lane. He wants to punish the enemy offlaner, and Kasane will drop. Downbreaker just dies, and that's a quick kill, using the haste rune to get back to mid lane now. Gonna pick up some bounties to refill the bottle and some mana. Wisdom runes, both teams are gonna use the scan. Ari gonna stack the ancients as well. Crit gonna do the same on the big camp, unable to do it on the ancients though, as they were blocked. And okay, they are gonna get one wisdom rune each, which is great. Just some casual stuff. And we see Abed with the standard stuff, power threads into Witchblade, nothing too fancy there. There are 3 heroes down here. Bryle did make a rotation and he used Magnetize as well, but unable to do much here. Top lane, Fly, gonna use the stomp. He has a lot of damage, but he's unable to hit anyone really. Yeah, just gonna hit Kasani once. And Arteezy, in fact, gonna farm some of these neutrals. I don't know, this lane did a lot better than I thought it would do, honestly. I didn't expect Willow to be this far ahead. And ooh, that's a beautiful stomp on 2 heroes, but still, Bryle does manage to bottle the shield rune. This hero is one of the better ones to have this rune on. Gonna even get the Devoured here. And Abed is just gonna switch to jungle, gonna farm up a bit. This hero does not really do much without the Witchblade, so he's just gonna rush that. Saberlight, he is farming the stacks. Yep, gonna farm, get some neutral items for his team. He got the Trusty Shovel, that's an interesting choice. Not sure what his others were, but pretty sure there was something better. Maybe he just wants to find a Mango or a Sow. Help him sustain a bit, even after Vanguard, I'm not sure. Maybe it's all about the Kobold, you know, 20 GPM. That's no joke, man. Kasani is close to level 6, they might use this opportunity. Oh, actually, Brian, he is rotating top, using the stones as well. He just wants to get here as quick as possible. They have 4 heroes in top lane TSM, but unable to find anything. And Crit of all heroes is gonna right click this mid tower. Yeah, that's gonna make Braille go back, and this beautiful vision by Shopify Rebellion gonna scout all of these rotations. They know exactly where each hero is going. Braille going back to mid, Ari just posturing bottom and between mid and top lane. He's not sure where he wants to go, and this is a very nice Devoured by Fly, actually. Somehow anticipating that. I mean, these two teams know each other very well. They play a lot of scrims against each other, so it's no surprise that they are used to playing and finding these wards. I say that, however, Fly, he is in trouble. Braille is here. Gonna be able to stun this guy. Oh, but that's a bit of a mistake, I would say. That a very ambitious TP by Fly. Yeah, you're not getting out of there. I mean, instead of using a TP, if you only use Deco Stomp, might have been a bit better. Try to dodge that roll. You can't really just TP away against the Earth Spirit, that's kinda impossible. 4-second cooldown and he stuns you for a second and almost 2 seconds. It's really not a thing. We see a 2-man smoke now, Puck plus Keeper of the Light. Very great combination. Puck using 2 rounds of spells might be enough to kill these heroes. Has coil as well, should ignore Braille though. And yeah, that's exactly what he does. Ignores Braille, goes on Kasani. But Abed is silenced, cannot use his joint. Here is another illusory orb. Dealing a lot of damage, but still not enough to kill this Dawnbreaker. Saberlight also coming here to help. Magata is doing a lot of damage, being spread but unable to spread it further. Has to roll away and save himself. But they all survive, so that was a successful save play by these teams, TSM guys. And the big rotation wasted. First coil, first spirit form, did nothing. Well, it was actually a second coil, but yeah. That was a big rotation, and if he had Witchblade, would have been a bit different, but it is what it is. They felt like they had to contest and defend this tower, which they managed to do. Tower still stands. TSM though, they are still in the top lane. Both Ari and Whitemon, they are here looking for something. Wanna pressure this tower still. What is Arteezy going for? He is using his spells to farm very efficiently, that's great, but he's gonna go for Midas, it seems. And there are a lot of pings going on here. Timado, he knows someone is here. He will not pursue though. He assumes he's under vision since this creep was left behind by Arteezy. And somehow Arteezy managing to not hit a single bramble even on neutral creeps, which is very confusing. Okay, finally, he does something. Okay, TSM, he has this Timado guy, he has Armored already, going for the Echo Saber, just standard CK stuff. Maxed out his passive. I'm looking to see him farm a bit more though. He was looking for some action, but maybe he just should farm, honestly. I think he outcarries Dark Willow easily when it comes to this mid-game timing. Power rune timing, Bridal's gonna find another rune. This Puck hero is just very fragile when rune time is coming. He needs a lot of heroes in order to contest those. Saberlight, he is rushing eggs after the Vanguard. Yeah, he's gonna have it in a few minutes as well. With this 3-man smoke, they are looking for Timado down here. CK might be in trouble, does not have Phantasm either, he used it to farm. No orange charges on Keeper of the Light though. They do play his high ground vision and they are gonna find Timado. Coil instantly used, he is being leashed, he'll opt not to break the coil though, which is a bit confusing as there is not much he can do either way though, because Saber was cutting off his way. If he broke the coil here, Saberlight would have just reached him and used some nasal go, but at the same time, Arteezy, he has been found by pretty much the same move, and this beautiful ward he placed right here, I do not believe it's gonna get devoured anytime soon either. because usually people check for these two wards, not for this one.
Radiant's middle tower is
This one also gets scouted by the sentry here. This requires a completely new sentry here to check these two locations. It's a very nice ward. I mean, this is also a very good ward, but now it has been devoted, and the defensive combination has been placed by a Whitemon. Shopify does know about this though. They ping it out, and they are retreating into the triangle. They're expecting some kind of play by Bryle. And Bryle comes in with the Inkswell. He goes on to the Elder Titan. And Fly will just die. Not much he can do. Abed nicely dodging the stone though. And we see this is gonna be Power Threads into Blade Mail Rush by Bryle. Just gonna go standard build. Hard, probably Octarian Core afterwards for some mana regen and less cooldown on spells. Nothing too fancy there either. Although I have to say I'm not a big fan of Octarian Core on this hero. Just doesn't need that shit really. Has very low cooldowns already. Saberlight, he is getting closer and closer to the Aghanims. And Kasani also has the Blade Mail, so they are already preparing for this inevitable Aghanim Scepter on Dark Willow. Dark Willow won't be able to hit almost any hero in the fight due to these Blade Mails. Oh, that's a beautiful Soulbind. Silence from two heroes as well. Whitemon himself gonna use Inkswell to stun him, and he pretty much single-handedly is gonna kill Crit. And now Magnetize has been used. Here comes Dawnbreaker ulti to heal him up and prolong this fight. That's another kill for Bryle, and he's unable to chase any further. They do find the two supports, however, which is very good. With the double damage and Power Threads, he might look to hit a bit on mid tower. And yeah, the first hero to buy Blink was Puck indeed. 15 minutes in, already has a Blink Dagger. This guy is almost top net worth on Abed. Very nice game for him this time. I like it. Oh, he has used the orb. Okay, they will not initiate on him. Okay. He uses another one and this Illuminate as well. This team has a lot of D-push, like huge amount of D-push. But there are 4 heroes here and there is a catapult. They cannot really push out the catapult with spells, so this tower will fall. Coil still on cooldown 15 seconds, so they cannot really engage either. Coil plus this Earth Splitter is an amazing combination, I have to say. So people should be using this a lot more. Also using the Spirit to reduce enemy magic resistance. And Abed is gonna do a lot in this game. Also in combination with Kotal, double round of his spells. That's gonna be big. And now Power Rune, it's gonna be Illusion top and it's gonna be Bryle's once more. This Puck just unlucky with the runes, it seems. And Arteezy desperately trying to get his Aghanim Scepter so he can start playing Dota himself. Saberlight already has his own and will probably look to push this bottom tower. They can pressure for sure, they have all their spells. And they don't really need Arteezy, so yeah. Kasani, the only hero down here, and after Blade Mail he is going for this Mage Slayer, wants to reduce the enemy magic damage, which does make sense. Oh, and Arteezy has been found once more by Bryle, and Earth Spirit, one of the better heroes again against this Dark Willow. There is nothing she can do really, and that's a beautiful Inkswell as well, so she's just gonna die. Meanwhile, they find Whitemon and his courier as well. Bristleback just comes here with his eggs, and actually it's not just Bristleback, it's a full Shopify Rebellion squad coming up here to punish them for killing Arteezy, and they do manage to kill both enemy mid laner and the support and couriers. Actually just one courier, but that's a lot of gold. It's very well done by Shopify Rebellion, and they might use this opportunity to go for Roshan. Actually maybe not. What is Saberlight gonna do? They are just gonna use the gate down bottom. Maybe looking to punish Kasani, who believes he can push one more wave since they're all top. He's gonna push it very quickly. Yeah, not quickly enough. Not even using his Starbreaker. Big mistake, buddy. I say that, but is there anything to stop a TP? No, not really. Fly was a bit late. So Kasani will just escape with the casual TP out. That's a bit unfortunate. But Shopify, they are in trouble here, it seems. 3 enemy heroes smoked and Bryle misses his initiation though, so Saberlight is gonna be fine. I'm not gonna lie, even if they go on this guy, I don't think they can kill him that easily. It's a Bristleback with Vanguard plus Aghanims and some Healing Lotuses, Magic Wand. Even a casual salve for some reason. Probably from the shovel he had earlier.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
This is still far away from his eggs. Does have this specialist array, that's gonna help him quite a bit. And you see, but he's working towards the Maelstrom next. So this is just gonna be the right click puck. I like this actually, I like this a lot. Especially against the likes of CK, it's gonna do well. Blade Mails might hurt him a bit though. But I mean, Blade Mail would hurt him either way, he has to deal damage somehow. So this might even be the safer way, because you just use ulti later on with the eggs and stay inside the face ship. And you deal damage without taking any. So that's pretty good. Might combo it with the Wind Waker as well. I mean, he does have this chakra magic, so that's probably gonna be enough of combinations. And Bryle, he does notice the enemy approaching and he just rolls away, simultaneously cleaning out the midway and defending the tower. And somehow TSM reading these moves very well. They are surviving and farming efficiently around the map. We see Timado being top net worth as a CK, which is not often seen. Bristol, however, a close second Abed as well.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
These heroes are having a lot of fun. Arteezy on the last place of the course, even with Midas. That's how bad his game is. I mean, this hero does not really farm that well, so that's just how it is. So Dark Hero has a bit of a later timing. Ooh, this is risky. He's trying to farm this camp, but okay, he will not get found because Bryle for some reason is unwilling to go further. It's 20-minute timing, so Tormentors will be up, and in 1 minute there will be Wisdom Rune. Is TSM now going to group up, try to pressure this tower and possibly invade the enemy Tormentor? Is this the play? I don't think they can do it actually. They need this heart on Bryle in order to go for that. They're still drawing on the map. They wanna do it. They wanna do something at least. We'll find one Lotus. That's something. An objective, a little one. And Crit found a very good item, Eye of the Vizier, one of the better items on any support really at the moment. And Saberlight, he's just gonna solo this Tormentor, no problem. That's what Bristlecbacks do. And that's a shard for Crit. So they will have the recall now. This is very efficient. Gonna be able to play map very well, and Abed can always be split pushing one lane, and they can just always recall him into the fight. That's very powerful. A good shard on Kotal, very good. Saberlight increasing his net worth very sharply, going for the Bloodstone next. And the way this game is going, he might even have it before the next fight. That's a bit concerning, I have to say. Okay, here we go. Ari anti-modded. Oh boy! They do get the Tormentor, but Tusk just dies to it. And Bryle will be the one to get the shard. Not the best of shards, I have to say, especially for mid Earth Spirit. It's just meh. But it could come in handy, you know, he can possibly save a hero with it. So we will see. And Shopify is attempting to do Roche. Radiant does use a scan. I mean, that's a good timing to do Roche when the enemy hero is just dead to the neutrals. Timado using the Phantasm. Does have invisibility. They're still way too slow, it seems. They won't be able to contest this. Fused raindrops have been dropped on the floor by someone. By Puck, it seems. And okay, yeah. Shopify does get the first Aegis. Just as we assumed. However, at the same time, Arteezy has been caught once more. Arteezy just feeding this game like a madman. And Saberlight, he's left down here. He does not have the Aegis. It was picked up by Abed. He finally uses the Blaster, but he's being silenced. He cannot use his spells to heal up. And oh boy, that was a bit unfortunate. Bryle, he is doing a lot of in this fight. And they just get melted on Shopify Rebellion. The sole survivor is Abed with his Puck. Elusive hero, hard to catch. Does manage to escape, but oh boy, that's very unfortunate. And some aggressive tipping as well. This is just beautiful gameplay by TSM, I have to say. And Abed, he is gonna have to do some heavy lifting in this game. Don't forget to pick up the Wisdom Rune as well. He needs a lot of levels, a lot of them. Yeah, that's the impact of this Tusk Blink Dagger and Shadow Blade on CK. They can just find perfect initiations. Bryle never had a problem with that. He's playing a perfect hero to initiate. Earth Spirit being very strong, and he is going for this Octarine next. Alright. No Hex, no Kaya no nothing against the coil and stuff. I don't know. But it is what it is. Just gonna go for Octarine, be a bit greedy. That's just how it is. Octarine a very good item at the moment. And yeah, we have Maelstrom on this pack. Going to buy the eggs next. TSM in fact opting to finish Orchid before. So this is gonna be Bloodthorn, I guess, before the Silver Edge. Alright. He feels like Bristol is not that much of a problem. It's more about locking down this Puck and Dark Willow. I mean, it does make some sense. And Dark Willow now going for BKB. So he's playing for like super late game timing when he's gonna have BKB, Mjolnir, Octarine Core, Wind Waker, and he will be able to just permanently stay in Shadow Realm and dish out damage. I'm not sure if that is going to be achievable in this game. CK is already ready to punish you. Like with this Orchid, he will be looking for action, and Bristol, I don't think he can think up in front enough. Brile causing a lot of issues. His Magnetize is just damage over time. It never stops really. White One gonna have a Glimmer soon. That's also gonna help against the magic damage of these guys. Fly working towards the Force Staff. He wants to kite the enemy melee heroes. I'm not sure if that's gonna be doable, but that's there's nothing much better to buy anyways. And Bristol going into Lotus Orb next. Wants to be able to dispel the silences, and he cannot really dispel the Phantom's Brains. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure why Lotus does not dispel it. Since it is dispellable by basic dispels. Lotus is one of those, but it is how it is. And oh boy, we have 3 correct predictions already. And this one unfortunately held by Abed so far. I mean, that's just because of Kotal. He can use a lot more spells than usual. Oh, they are looking for someone down here. Not gonna be able to find anyone. Abed even blinking aggressively here. I mean, his smoke did break, so he assumed there was someone there, but Kasani, he will show himself with this Downbreaker, and he is in a bit of trouble. Uses the Blade Mail and just gonna attempt to TP out. Not gonna work this time, my friend. Coil has been used as well as this Earth Splitter, so a lot has been committed for this Downbreaker, and they will convert this into the tier 2 push. Timado, however, he can push himself on top lane, so they will be able to trade towers, I assume. If even that. Both teams using Glyph, but one team has Catapult remaining. Phantasm has been used. Very good micro by Timado. Gonna farm a lot of stuff. 2 lanes, hit tower, jungle as well by his real hero. And Brile is invisible. He is looking for something down here, it seems. Has a support duo behind him. But Saberlight, he's just so fast. Constantly sitting at 10 charges of Warpath. Moving like a rocket. Do you see, the first stages has been used to claim 1 tier 2 tower. And I mean, it's something. Nothing too special, but it is something after this horrible fight. Even that was questionable, so they do find at least something. And he will have Aghanim Scepter on Puck before the next fight, which is huge. With that, he will be able to kill supports instantly by himself. And that's gonna allow Bristol to do a lot of work. Now I'm thinking, is Bristol gonna go for the Blink Dagger and just gonna be aggressive? Or is he going for BKB to be more defensive? I would like him to get Blink Dagger, honestly. And I would like them to group up a bit, because they have to match these guys. In super late game, I don't think they can beat the Shard Spirit hero. He's just way too strong. With Undispellable Magnetize and Refresher and everything. And here we have the initiation. Magnetize has been used. It has been spread on every hero in this fight. Oh my god, look at the damage. Fight just evaporates. But Brile is unwilling to continue chasing. Ari, however, he does go forward but unable to catch anyone. They are pinging something. The other lanes, it seems, they wanna go towards the bottom tier 1 of all things. I mean, there will be Wisdom spawning in a few seconds, but I don't think that's achievable. Very weird that Brile did not want to chase further. He might be in trouble himself now. Yeah, Quill has been used. I mean, Blade Mail is gonna do a lot of work though. So Abed does die. Trade-off of mid laners. Saberlight is in trouble. He has been silenced. Keeper of Light at the same time controlled by Puck, and is gonna be finished off by Timado. Saberlight way too fast and way too tanky. They do not want to proceed to chase him. There is still no Silver Edge on this CK, so no reason to continue chasing the Bristol. And Arteezy yet to be seen in this game. He is yet to be seen. He opts to instead go for straight Mjolnir, no BKB. He feels like he has to deal some damage in this game because they are going to lose it. And I'm not a big fan of this. Not a big fan of this Dark Willow. I'm afraid it's gonna flop big time. Still no impact by him. And he's TPing top of all lanes, so he won't be able to join any fights on bottom lane. Just TP's top to farm even further. Very greedy by Arteezy, I have to say. He believes in this hero. He thinks he can solo carry the game later on. We'll see. He might be able to do just that. Silver Edge has been completed. So Bloodthorn plus Silver Edge now on this CK, and he's super strong. I assume he will be looking for Blink Dagger next. And that's probably gonna be a go time for high ground with the next stages. Bryle, however, he still hasn't finished his Octarian core. And Kasani, he does have this Deso. Does have BKB as well, so he is pretty good on Dawnbreaker. We'll head into the Shard next and into the AC, so just standard stuff. All of these items are very impactful on Dawnbreaker, so I liked his item choice. And I like the order in which he buys these items as well, so that's very, very well done by him. And is Timado going to poke the high ground a bit without the Aegis, even though Roshan could be spawning any second now? This is a bit questionable, I have to say. He is still doing it. They do not see any heroes. Will use Phantasm and leave his real hero here. Oh, he wants to do something unexpected a bit. Will use Illusion to scout for enemy heroes, and he is being pinged. They do recognize this is the real CK. He does not see the TPs quite in time. Will be able to run away. No detection on the enemy T. Whitemon instead is here, using his smoke to help out his body. And they are smoked on 4 heroes now. Are they gonna go for the rush pick? What are they gonna do on TSM? Bryle is just gonna push out the top lane, it seems. Another infused raindrops dropped on the ground. And this is a 5-man smoke by Shopify Rebellion. Will use spells to clear out the mid wave. They have used scan as well, assuming the enemy was in the triangle. And now they are pinging out Rosh. And Roshan is alive, so this will be a fight for Roshan. Whoever wins this fight will secure it. Both teams moving down there. Bryle, he is being found. Oh my god, and he dodges the coil. Man, this change on Earth Spirit, being invulnerable during the roll, it helps him so much. This coil, it would have stopped him before, and they would have killed him here. But now, they are just unable to do it. And instead of finding a kill on the enemy mid laner and going for Roshan, they are gonna move back and attempt to do Tormentor instead. Giving a free Roshan to the enemy team, I assume. But they are not even hitting the Rosh quite yet. I thought he was dead there, but he uses the phase shift. And Arteezy is the one to get the shard. I mean, this is one of the better shards in their team. But it's on a guy who is AFK the entire game, so I'm not sure if that's really that great. And they're not even looking to contest this Roshan now. They just gave it up for free for TSM side. And this Aegis is big. With this, TSM does not have any more reasons to farm. They can just storm the high ground. This is their timing. They are looking for Heart as well on the CK. Not gonna get the Blink Dagger. Does not feel like he needs any initiation. Does have Bryle as well as Tusk to do that for him, so I can respect his decision. Meanwhile, Abed, he is working towards the BKB next. Currently carrying the gem and backpacking the Witchblade. Not even gonna finish the Mjolnir. It feels like he really needs the BKB against Orchid and stuff. This is also a fine choice. And Saberlight, he is gonna posture himself in front. Does have a Sange, so finally at least one hero buys a Sange in this game. It's on the wrong team though, but it's still good. Gonna reduce the cooldown, the duration of Magnetize, and possibly he's looking to buy. Actually, he's going for Kaya next. guess he just wants to be as survivable as possible, so amplifying the healing from the Blackstone. Just wants to turn his back and live in these fights. There is cheese, however, on this Earth Spirit, so Bryle, he can be very aggressive in this next team fight. He almost has double life with the Heart, Octarine, Titan Sliver, as well as a cheese. Even the Blade Mail to buy him some time. He is pretty unkillable. And you see, they are a bit unable to hit the towers on TSM side. Saberlight is doing a great job defending them. Just constantly spamming this Aghanim is active. Bryle? Still not level 20 and unable to clear out the wave with just one Q. He also took 30% magnetized damage and duration. That's a bit unusual, but he believes the enemy does not have many ways to dispel it, so he wants to go for it. I respect the decision again. He has been able to spread it out a bit. And here comes the initiation. Oh, but that's a bit unfortunate of a kick. He kicks himself into the enemy lineup as well. But here comes the save from both Dawnbreaker and the Tusk. Gonna bring him a bit more inside though. And he won't even use the cheese. This is a bit questionable now. They're just dying here. Kasani used his ulti for nothing, it seems. And they have to run on TSM side. Whiteman does manage to just TP out. And Timado will be safe thanks to his invisibility, but they have lost Gem. They have lost a lot in this fight, man. This was a very weird initiation by Earth Spirit. I'm not sure what was that. And we see finally some impact by Arteezy. He just uses Shadow Realm plus BKB to hit enemy heroes through the BKB. Does not care. He's dealing magical damage and he's not receiving any thanks to the BKB, so just gonna murder the enemy mid laner easily. Timado does get the shard for himself this time, which is very good. The best shard in the game, in this game. He really needed it. Dubbed with the double damage rune now. Oh boy, this could be dangerous. The next fight will decide a lot. And Tusk also going for this Glimmer Cape. Why are they all buying Glimmer Capes? I mean, I guess it reduces a lot of Arteezy's damage, so that is one thing, but I don't know. It is a cheap item, so maybe that's why. I would have loved to see Aghanim Scepter on this Tusk though. Oh, but that's a nice dust. They do find Timado, they spot him. Yeah, thanks to this ward they knew he was invisible there and they instead kill Tusk. Timado still somehow alive but taking a lot of damage. Can he survive this? Has been Echo Stomped. Saberlight? He's hesitant to pursue. I mean, they do have Aegis on Timado, so maybe that's why he didn't want to risk it. I mean, I don't think there was anyone to stop him, really. Kasani wouldn't use ulti on just that. Would have saved it for the Aegis, for sure. So they could have probably forced the Aegis, but they do not want to do it. And Timado just gonna heal himself right back. Taking a lot of damage from this Dark Willow, though. And she is looking for a Lincoln Sphere next. Not gonna be aggressively buying Moon Shards. Not gonna be buying defensively Wind Wakers, just the casual Lincoln Sphere. Guess she just doesn't wanna be stunned or silenced. And Timado once more going inside the enemy team. He's the first one to go. He does have the Aegis, however, so this is kinda okay. But Dawnbreaker ultimate has already been expanded and Bryle is in. He has magnetized, finally going to spread it. Is he going to spread though? Okay, there we go, it has been spread now, and with Inkswell, Bryle is just going forward. He's being very aggressive. Can he keep spreading the magnetize though? Timado is dealing a lot of damage. Ari, he is looking for this Bristleback, Bryle helping him out. Abed barely manages to escape down here, and they will leave Bristol for the picking. So this is a beautiful fight by TSM here. Very nicely done, baiting them with this Aegis, and once they group up, they just go in there with the Bryle and spread out the Magnetize, and Phantasm doing a lot of damage in the fight. We see CK doing almost 7k damage, and Bristol, he's just unable to do much because his supports evaporate. Also Puck, he couldn't stay in the fight and fight with Coil because he had to run, so that's another missed opportunity. A lot of damage not dealt by this Puck. Never got the chance to use his Coil, so that's a bit unfortunate as well. And he is working towards the Mjolnir next. After the BKB, he wants to be able to deal a lot more damage with the Mjolnir. So, Mjolnir seems to be a meta at the moment. even on heroes that are not really like, even when not playing against illusions. Just simply a strong item gives you attack speed and some magical damage as well. Good on heroes like Puck, which needs more attack speed in order to deal more damage with his Agalims. Also amazing on Dark Willow, which also needs some attack speed. So just I guess a better moonshot, because you also farm a lot faster, clear waves faster, and you zap them with some magic damage. And yeah, also the active of Mjolnir, people keep forgetting about this, but this is very important. Active ability of Mjolnir is insane. It deals a ton of damage in fights, especially when there are many instances of damage, like for example the second spell of Dawnbreaker and these spells by Whitemon. Also the Magnetize, all these things, they have a chance to proc Mjolnir active, and it does not have a proc cooldown either. So it can proc like crazy. It can proc like 10 times in a few seconds, and that's a lot of damage, because it deals like 225 per proc, which is a lot. Also hits multiple enemies, so that's actually pretty strong. Might need a few nullifiers on the side of TSM though. Maybe Dawnbreaker will be looking for one. She's still gonna go for Bloodthorn though instead. I mean, that does make sense. They just wanna be able to control the enemy heroes, but I feel like they need Hex now, because Orchid is not gonna be enough. They have BKB on this Puck and also on this Dark Willow, so they are kinda safe against silences. Oh boy, there is a Timeless Relic on Puck. That's a bit scary. And there is also Spell Prism on Bristleback. Heroes finding some really good stuff. Oh, Timeless Relic on Bile as well though. And Arteezy with the Ninja Gear. So some pretty good tier 4 items so far. Ooh, and the Havoc Hammer, that's a fine choice by Tusk, making him a bit tankier, and also another form of control if he can remember to use it in a team fight, which he should. I mean, he's a professional player after all. So this is a nice item for these heroes, to be able to pull them a bit closer to him so he can kick them with his ultimate, or rather punch them. And yeah, it's just a casual telescope for Whitemon. That's a strong one for these ranged supports. Not gonna benefit any of other heroes from it though. That's a bit unfortunate. And we see that this is a 3-man smoke now by Shopify Rebellion. They wanna look for something. They know there will be a Wisdom Rune spawning in a minute, so they wanna pressure this top tower a bit. Roshan as well could be spawning any second, and in fact it is alive now. So they better head towards the bottom side of the map on Shopify. They don't wanna give another Roshan for free. TSM, however, they are not even checking. They did not expect it to be quick Roshan. They are looking for enemies at the moment. And this is a pretty neat positioning by Brile. Is it gonna break any smokes? He is gonna scout the enemy though. Oh, Whitemon just evaporates! no Glimmer Cape is gonna save you from that, my friend. And Ari, he does blink out. And oh boy, Brile, he just goes in. He wants to start something. He does not want to give up the Roche, and they do find the fly on this Titan. They will break the coil and attempt to run away from it. A lot of damage being dealt by Abed. Kasani is in trouble, has used his ulti already. Blade Mail will not be able to cover him anymore. He is still keeping the BKB, however. Will use it now and try to turn around, and he actually is successful with the Starbreaker chain stunning this enemy. Puck will die. He does not have buyback. Arteezy also in trouble now. And Arteezy will die as well. Triple kill for Kasani of all people before dying with just slimmer of health. He makes so much impact. And Brian, he's rolling around looking for this dieback on Elder Titan. He's unable to find him, however, so he will just turn around and try to focus the Bristleback instead. He's getting low on stones, but his Arcane Rune doing a lot of work. He still has a cheese, but they need the break, and there is the break. Finally, Timado does break him, and they make short work of this Bristleback. And that's an amazing teamfight by TSM. And the Soul Survivor on this fly is gonna be forced to TP back and salvage the ranged barracks somehow. Now the question is, are they gonna pressure or are they gonna hit the Roshan? And the answer seems to be they wanna hit Roshan instead of going high ground and pressuring further. I mean, the barracks were exposed, and these two heroes, they cannot really do much against these three, but they opt to just fix the lanes Braille gonna push out the mid, gonna bottle region and farm up a bit, while the other two just kill Roche. And this is an Aghanim Scepter, so I assume it's gonna go to the Tusk. Maybe not. I do not think CK's eggs is that good. Would rather have it on like Dawnbreaker or literally any other hero. But we will see who gets it. Looks like he's the one to get it. I feel like Braille's eggs might even be better, to be honest. He can use it through the BKB, so it can completely destroy BKB timings of enemy heroes. Might even use it on Bristol to like kick him out of the fight, like very far away. Same can be said for Tusk. Those are high impact eggs, and this guy just creating additional illusions. I mean, it's always good to get more damage, you know, more illusions, more damage, more stuff in the fight, so more things to soak up the damage of things, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't think these guys really care about the illusions that much. Like literally every hero on their team deals with illusions pretty well, so they just do not care. And we see Tormentor, it will be stolen. And Tusk has been tipped for some reason by Braille, I guess. Just some friendly tips. There is a shield rune in the river. If Earth Spirit picks it up, it's gonna be very big. He's looking for his level 35 though. That will be an amazing timing. With that they can go high ground for sure. And he does find it and will bottle the shield rune. Tivad opting to get the chance on this critical. And Kasani, what is he doing? Or rather, what is Arteezy doing? He's just gonna TP out. There's no way he can kill Kasani. In fact, he could die himself. And that was a bit of a longer TP. Very dangerous. And they do ping him out. They know he just TP'd away. This is a 5-man smoke now by Shopify Rebellion. They need to find something big now. Because if they allow the TSM side to initiate first, they are gonna lose the fight every time. Oh, Abbott! Braille actually, he just goes straight into the smoke. Forced to pop BKB and Blade Mail. As well as the shield runes, he's somehow still topped off. But nobody's coming to help this guy. What is happening? There is nobody around, and meanwhile, look at the bottom lane. CK making short work of these barracks. So that was just buying some time for the illusions to do their work. Can they finish the barracks though? They did get the ranged, but unable to finish off the melee barrack. So he might have to do it himself on Timado. And 20k net worth lead for TSM already. This is not looking pretty for Shopify Rebellion. Might not want to experiment with the Dark Willow picks any longer. And this is a minus 5 second Starbreaker cooldown for Dawnbreaker here. She just wants to be able to deal out the damage in these fights. I like the choice. Oh, Braille is looking for something. He does find Arteezy for people, but instead he chose to go and crit. Does not want to have to deal with Arteezy's BKB and things. But he is taking a lot of damage, does not have a BKB. He will, oh actually he does, it's gotten off cooldown now. He uses the cheese as well. He will refresh this magnetize in the last second, and the Abbott is also in trouble now. He's still magnetized. Can he keep refreshing it? Oh, unfortunately not. And Saberlight now, he's in a bit of a precarious situation. Timado is here. He does not break him, but he does not need to. They just destroy him with right clicks. And Brian way too tanky for Puck to deal enough damage to kill him. And this is looking very grim for Shopify Rebellion. They might just have to call it. Looking for Silver Edge of all items on Arteezy. Ah man, this Dark Willow's impact is just non-existent. Look at the Chaos Knight, 45,000 net worth, and Arteezy just 30k. I mean, obviously he consumes the Aghanims from Roshan, but that's a mere 4k gold. Like, it's not nothing too special. Maybe 5k because it counts as a blessing. I'm not sure how it counts, but either way, it's that's not a big difference. That's not a big reason for the difference. He's still 10k ahead. They're just gonna hit the throne. I don't think they can stop them. Arteezy is here. He does use terrorize. He is trying to hit someone, but unable to even hit once. Okay, finally does try to focus down the task, but he will just die. There is nothing he can do in this game. Has been completely unimpactful, and they had to call GG. So TSM, thank you guys for making all my predictions correct, and that's game number 1 easily in the bag by TSM. And honestly, I did not expect this. I expected more from Shopify Rebellion. The way they played on the last tournament before TI, they showed a lot of promise. Even getting to the finals and knowing a lot of stuff. But this is not the Shopify I know. This is a very like unconfident Shopify, the scared Shopify. Abed played well, but the rest, it wasn't it. I mean, they just didn't click. This Dark Willow, it was a mistake in my opinion. Has been completely destroyed by Bryle's last pick. Earth Spirit just demolishes all of these heroes easily. And yeah, we still see this Earth Spirit hero. Still one of the strongest mid laners in the patch, and they have ignored him for a long time. I'm not sure they're gonna ignore him the next time as well. And Bristol proving to not be problematic for Timado. Like Siki easily countering him and just destroying him easily. So we'll have to see what they come up with in game number 2. Hopefully they can even the series. If not, well, that's gonna be a bit unfortunate. And until then, guys, be right back.
Shopify rebellions turn to ban.
Ban.
And we are jumping right into the draft, guys, because as you can see, it is well on the way. Let's see if this is going to be a quick 2-0, or is Shopify gonna prove us wrong and
Seconds left.
think of something really exciting for this game number 2, and even up the series, and possibly even turn it upside down, same way Team Spirit did the last time we were live. So this time it's gonna be Shopify Rebellion with the first pick again, and I have banned Dazzle, TA and CK this time, so they want to get rid of this CK, but in return in return for banning the CK, the enemy has banned the Bristleback, so both of these heroes are gonna be removed, and this is gonna be first pick Primal Beast for Shopify Rebellion side. They want to have a beefy boy in their team no matter what. So this time it's a much better hero though, because this can be flexed on both mid and offlane, so that's giving them a lot more flexibility. And there is this Shadow Demon on the enemy side as an answer to this Primal Beast, which does make a lot of sense because he can be very annoying for the Primal, slowing him down to crawl even through BKB, also saving the targets that he goes on. So Shadow Demon, just a beautiful pick. I like this a lot. Let me just quickly pump this up a little bit. And we see Grimstroke and Spectra plus Kunkka have been banned, and Magnus is a hero of choice for TSM. Now, is this going to be a mid lane Magnus? Is this going to be a support Magnus? Maybe even an offlane Magnus? I'm not sure. But I already see a plan in TSM's gameplay. They wanna just put a hero in front and protect him with this RP and disruption. So it's probably gonna be some very strong hero like Gyrocopter. I assume they could go for it. I would go for it. So on the enemy side, Shopify answering the Magnus with Phoenix. So they just want to answer the enemy teamfight control with the teamfight of their own. Egg, very good spell against well, almost anything really, because it's the ultimate teamfight spell. Teamfight ability rather.
Radiant's turn to pick.
And we see Skyward Mage also being picked. So okay, now we know these two are the support duo for the Shopify Rebellion squad, unless Arteezy is gonna pull out like a Phoenix position 1 or some kind of weird stuff, I don't even know. But these should be supports for Shopify Rebellion, and these are two very squishy and susceptible supports to being initiated upon. So they have Magnus already, and if they double down the initiation, they might go for the aggressive path rather than the defensive one. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. There is a lot of burst damage, burst magical damage on Shopify Rebellion squad, so maybe they wanna get something like a Viper to stand in front. Maybe like a Braille Viper could be a decent solution. Might be too early for that though. They opt to just choose Luna. And yeah, Luna is going to be the hero to stand in front, and it's a Snapfire as well. Okay, so now they have revealed that Shadow Demon plus Snapfire are most likely supports, and this Magnus is going to be a core. Now the question is it going to be an offlane? Is it going to be a mid lane? And I'm pretty sure that not even TSM themselves know it, because they want to keep this flex until the end, and based on the Shopify's last pick, they will decide where to put it. And now, I would say it's time for Arteezy's hero here, because Faceless Void is looking good and you don't want it to get banned. And there is a Shadow Demon, that is true, but still he should have no trouble catching at least 2 heroes in this fight. And there is Primal Beast plus the egg to control the rest of the fight, so we will see what they choose to pick. Muerta is banned. He could go for the PA, but that's a bit risky, I have to say. What even beats Luna? I'm not sure. We saw yesterday she even defeats Bristol plus Terrorblade man fighting against her with the Satanic. She just stays in a place. It was Mickey, I believe, from Team Liquid doing it. And they just go for the Centaur. So they want to have like a disengage tool. And that means the Primal Beast is going mid, and they will not keep the flex on Shopify Rebellion side. So now TSM knows they just need to target Arteezy's hero. So what do they not want to play against? Let's see.
10 seconds.
Shopify, by the way, are removing Beastmaster, so they assume that Magnus is mid and wanna get rid of the offlaners. Just something to mention. What could be the Arteezy's hero? I mean, is Drow Ranger a thing? I mean, she should be able to easily outrange Luna and kill her. We see TSM banning Terrorblade. Terrorblade is a classic counter to Luna, but they do have this Shadow Demon as well, and we saw yesterday that he might not be enough to counter this Luna, really. Because she was somehow able to just still carry the game with the new shard. She's very strong. So they remove Arteezy and Faceless Void. So they don't want to play against these two heroes. That's fair enough. Very, very solid bans by TSM. And now Shopify. They themselves are not sure what to ban. Probably gonna target another offlaner.
10 seconds.
If it is indeed the offlaner that TSM lacks, which offlaner should it be? It needs to be something that can disrupt these heroes and has a clean... Maybe... They remove Brood Mother? Oh my god, that's a bit weird. I feel like Brewmaster is still a very strong pick for TSM here. He can be kinda tough for the enemy team. There is Skywrath Mage to silence him, but other than that, not much control to kill him. And he will always be able to use his ulti because of Shadow Demon saving him.
5 seconds left.
And he does go well with Luna, just creating chaos while Luna takes the buildings. I feel like that is probably something they are looking for, if they do look at the way of offlaners. But now Shopify Rebellion, they need to find Arteezy's hero. Like, what is it gonna be? If they go for Dark Willow again, boy, I don't know. I think I'm gonna lose it. I mean, Drow Ranger is decent. Arc Warden could also be decent if he is up for the task. It's just gonna be a casual morph, okay. Okay, I mean, Morphling, always a good hero, always a strong one. That's just, if you play this hero well enough, you will be able to make great plays. He can morph into Magnus, give himself in power. He can morph into Luna and use the shard later on. So there are many things he can do. And it's a last pick Lycan actually. So Kasani gonna go for the offlane Lycan. Wants to put the tempo in this game. And I actually like the choice, honestly, because Phoenix, not that great. Sky, not that great either. Saberlight, I mean, he is gonna be able to like tank it up a bit, but he will be ignored by Lycan completely. And the Stampede, they can only run for a while, you know. They cannot really outrun the Lycan. So this will be a difficult lineup to stop by TSM. Once they hit this 5-man dead ball, they won't be easily stopped. So one thing to note, however, is that they might not have the best control other than this Magnus. So Magnus is probably the only stun in their team. That's what I was looking for, because Snapfire is gonna stay pretty far back and wait for Fly to pop the egg. So she's the egg killer kind of. I mean, Luna can do it too, but she's probably gonna be disabled. There is a lot of stuns in the enemy team. So we will see how this lane goes. Maybe with this Stampede they will be able to kite out this Magnus lineup. I'm not sure though. I feel like Morphling is a bit too slow for the game. Just a bit too slow. It will depend on how his lane goes though. So let's see. Total number of towers killed before 25 minutes. So okay, let's see. By 10 minutes there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Shouldn't be more than 5, but they have Lycans, so I'm gonna say 6 to 10. And we see both teams are being smoked right now, and they might meet each other though. Shopify is coming in this direction. Before 10 minutes, let's say yes. Actually, nah, I don't think it will. Player with highest total magic or pure damage done by game's end. Yeah, it should definitely be Abbott. Maybe even Crit, to be honest. Crit also deals a ton of damage with this hero. Let's say it's Abbott though. I mean, he also deals almost everything is here. I mean, this is physical, magical. This thing also magical later on. So yeah, let's just say it's gonna be Abbott. Should be able to deal more than the Sky. And team with the first barrack skill, let's just say TSM. I believe this lineup of theirs will not be stopped for a while. It will take some time. The only way they're gonna win this on Shopify is if they buy enough time for the morphing. And Snapfire kinda aggressive here, but unable to win the fight against two heroes. Gonna leave this rune, and it's gonna be actually on bottom lane. Whitemon has been slowed. Is there a hoof stomp? It's still on cooldown though, so Whitemon will be fine. That's a lot of action though, and one rune has not been picked at all. It's this one up for grabs. Now, for now, TSM has 2, and we'll see how it goes. Timado writing good luck. He's ready to put the pain on the enemy team. And Saberlight with the double ring of protection this time, and just a casual stick. Yeah, he just wants to be able to sustain. Will also rush Vanguard again. Okay, I'm interested to see how Kasani is gonna do this time. He will go for the casual helm, level 2 helm. Helm of the Overlord, rather. Oh boy, Whitemon already losing the courier, and Crit will pay for that. He is being harassed quite a bit and gonna be banished as well. There is a blood grenade too. Okay, he will just TP out. That's a fine choice. He'll TP to the tier 1 tower though. So taking a lot of damage. Yeah, this vision proving to be very well placed by Whitemon. Was actually placed by by Ari though. And there is a cooldown on Shockwave. Won't be able to skewer him under the tower yet. Abed aware of this. He still wants to get this range creep though. Can he do it? No, no. He cannot muster the strength to try. Oh, but there is the skewer just as we took our eyes off. There is the instant skewer, and Abed using Onslaught to get away. Yeah, this very scary mid lane. Oh, Whitemon is in trouble and he will die to Saberlight on first blood. Claims the Centaur. So Centaur doing amazing in this bottom lane so far. And yeah, Luna not really a hero that can punish these type of plays. Just very strong lane, this guy plus Centaur. Always has been. And the Morphing should not have any trouble against Kasani. It's very slow damage by him. Maybe level 5, but that's a long way away, so... Ari? He's still not even level 2, he cannot even catch Morph by surprise from the trees even. So, not gonna be too much happening up there, I assume. And yeah, we see Magnus and Primal just gonna do these shenanigans. Yeah, I had the exact same situation a few days ago. I was the Primal and I did the same thing, and Magnus also was doing the same thing here. So it's very cool to see that even pros are doing it. Timado, he has been initiated upon, but this disruption on Centaur is gonna put an end to the aggression. And they are losing 2 couriers here. Ari making short work of the couriers. Probably using some deep vision for this, I'm not sure. There is another skewer on mid lane though. And this time Abed, he does not have onslaught, it has been on cooldown. He does have a bottle to pick up. Actually, TSM stealing the bounty. Oh boy, Abed, this is troublesome for him. He's unable to refill the bottle, and Braille, he might go for his own bounty? Maybe not. Maybe just wants to keep pressuring. If anyhow possible, I guess. And we see Timado struggling to farm in this bottom lane. Centaur owning him completely down here. That's a good start for Shopify. He's not gonna put any more points in these 2 spells. It seems he's just gonna max out in power on Braille now. Wants to be able to farm a bit more. He's faking going for the bounty top. Will retreat. Oh, there is a dive top. Kasani might be in trouble. Will take a lot of harassment, but will not die. He's just gonna be fine. And Wisdom Rune timing. Ari is gonna secure top rune. Braille gonna secure the bottom one. And that's no bottle refill for Abed once more. He's pretty healthy though, somehow. And Timado with 2 points in Lunar Blessing. He's gonna try and salvage the lane. Won't start playing for the jungle quite yet. I don't think he's gonna put another point in Lucent Beam though. Might just start saving points for Moonglaze. And there is action on top lane. Dive has been used. Some Fire Spirits to harass the enemy, but not nearly enough. And Morph should be fine. He just shifts back to strength and is quite healthy. He can just sit here for a long time. Has 10 denies already. And the bounty rune will be claimed by Abed, the enemy one, obviously. Magnus, however, beating him by quite a bit in mid lane. He is doing very well, having 8 denies and over 10 creeps more. At the same time though, the Lycan is matching the Saberlight's good lane. So offlaners are very even, as well as the carries. Pretty even game all around. And we see Timado with 15 stacks of this, already getting points into the Moonglaves. Not gonna even save up for those. And Abed, not level 6 quite yet, gonna use Onslaught kinda defensively. And now has to be careful, because if Magnus uses the RP, he can potentially like RP him here into the skewer. And some action is happening on the top lane. Kasani aggressively trading with the Morph, who is just farming up these wolves. And there is another rotation on the power rune by Ari, just rotating every time on these power runes. This time there is Phoenix approaching as well. He will stack at the same time, and he does not have dive, so he cannot really do much. He will place Observer Ward, which will be scouted by this beautiful ward placed earlier by Ari. So they know there is a ward here. He does not have a sentry, I assume. That's why it is not devoted yet. And Kasani, he already has Helm, just gonna chill on top lane and keep farming. Let's switch to network real quick, because Magnus is completely demolishing when it comes to last hits. Saberlight, he already has Vanguard looking for these face boots next. And Crit is gonna attempt to pull this camp and will be successful, so that's some experience that is gonna be denied. Can Luna somehow salvage this? Does not look like it, she's just focusing on the range creep, which she cannot even get that. Oh boy, Arteezy, that was a bit scary, backpacking his items or something. I'm not sure what he did right here. Something was wrong for sure, because that was scary. And when it comes to Wisdom Rune, scan will be used by Dire to make sure. Okay, so Ari is going for that, which means they can go aggressively onto the Lycan. There is a rotation by Abed. If I mean, they should have no trouble killing him. Oh my god, but he misses the onslaught already, and the trample, he will deal some damage. But now comes the pulverize, and the laser is dealing a lot. But here is the RP now onto the Sabbath. Kasani, he is being dove by Arteezy, and Arteezy does manage to find him. Bryle, however, unable to finish off Abed. Abed, very tanky hero. I assume he should have used RP on maybe another hero. And Bryle will not continue chasing. Ari, however, he is looking for something. And still not devouring this observer here. Maybe he didn't catch it? What? Ah, this is unfortunate, man. That was very obvious that Fly placed it. So that's a bit unfortunate that he is unable to devour it. So it's just a failed attempt by both sides on this top lane. Kasani does die, however, so that's a victory for Shopify. Arteezy finds the kill as well, so he's looking for this Falcon Blade now. That's gonna get him a bit of mana. And if you see another wave pulled down here by the Dire team, Luna is completely demolished in this bottom lane, so she has to resort to jungling as early as level 6. Still maxing out the Lunar's Blessing, however. I guess she just wants a bit of night vision to be able to just see the ganks approaching. And Abed, he attempted another rotation on top lane, has been disrupted, however, by literal disruption of the Shadow Demon. And Saberlight, he is pressuring bottom, might want to tank up the tower a bit for Retaliate to do more damage on these creeps to live longer. Not sure why he's not doing that. Oh, Bryle? Bryle is behind him. Okay, so Hoof Stomp will delay this skewer attempt. There is still Haste Rune on Bryle, and he will be successfully defending this tower. Saberlight cannot really fight against the Magnus. Magnus way too strong with the Empower at the moment. And we haven't seen this Snapfire hero in a while. Magnus as well though, but it's TI time, so these heroes just come into the meta always on TI. And I wouldn't be surprised if we even see Enigma in today's games. Even though that hero is pretty dead at the moment. I have to say it's kinda meh. But we'll see. It has a big circle, so just might be picked by these heroes in TI. And you see Saberlight rushing the Blink Dagger next after the Phase and the Vanguard. So he will have it very early as well. He is top of the network, even ahead of Magnus. Magnus is trying to make some plays now. Okay, that's gonna be a very good RP. Oh my god, but why does he skewers him? Skewers him away from this Snap ulti, and in fact he skewers him towards the Snapfire so that he can even stop his ulti. This is very unfortunate by Bryle. A bit of miscommunication there for sure, because if Bryle hadn't moved him, at least 2 or 3 of those Snap ultis would hit him. Tower does not do nearly enough damage against Vanguard, so that was definitely a mistake on Magnus's part. You can tell Bryle does not play Magnus often, because he wouldn't be doing this. And we see now this 3 hero making a wall here. They do not want to allow Bryle to return towards the mid lane. Oh, he's trying to save his courier though. Oh, can he do it? Nope. Abed just gonna smash it. And this Morphling, he is having a good time up here, but Lycan, he is outfarming him and now pressuring with his catapult. So this is pretty unstoppable, I would say. Primal would have to come here. Ari is gonna use the gate. Okay, so they will look to punish Arteezy, it seems. There is ulti on this Lycan. There is no waveform on Morph. He's still not using it though. Abed TP's in. Oh, they wanna punish him? Yep, they will be able to just punish him. The egg will be used as well. Crit uses all his spells to amplify the damage. And yeah, this is beautifully done by Shopify Rebellion. Just perfect bait by Arteezy using the waveform and making Lycan and Ari just approach him from a very weird angle. And that's just gonna net them 2 kills. They have used quite a bit, but it was well worth it. So they have to wait for Bryle's Blink Dagger, I think, in order to be able to make plays around the map, because they don't really have a clean initiation. That was their problem. Lycan can use ulti and chase heroes down, but this is the problem. This guy can kill him alone. This guy can kill him alone. Well, not really alone, but you know, he can stop him. And the disruption was nice this time, and kisses are landing onto the Abbot. He's taking a lot of damage. Stampede has been used to save him though, and there is a beautiful two-man hoof stomp by Centaur. Whitemon will pay the price. Bile is safe, and yet another failed attempt by TSM. They just seem to lack some damage, man. They just somehow keep lacking the damage. I'm not sure what's happening. I guess it is this Shadow Demon not having level 6 quite yet. I mean, of course, this guy is just way too tanky. That's another factor. Primal Beast, the most strength gain in the game, I think. Yeah, 4.3 obviously. And the Earth Spirit is the second, and the Pudge should be the third. I think that is the... Oh, actually, Centaur is the third. Wait, is Centaur the second? 4.0. Okay, so Centaur and Earth Spirit are the similar, I think. Anyways. We see Abed working towards an early BKB. So he's skipping Blade Mail this time. I'm not sure why. Luna does not like playing into the Blade Mail as much. But I guess he just wants to be able to pop BKB and use his Pulverize. Although it's not really helping. I don't know, man. BKB just very weird. Also being countered by the Shadow Demon. Just a weird choice. Maybe just doesn't want to die to Luna's ulti or something. Which, again, Blade Mail would prevent as well. So, just a weird item, I have to say. Okay, Ari, he has been found. Trample will be used and instant Pulverize. No hesitation here by Abed, just gonna smash him. Kasani ulti has been used, he will try to catch crit, but his creep just dies. And they even have Stampede, so they will be fine. They were even chasing this Lycan. I don't know if they can chase him. Oh my god, they can actually catch him. Saberlight with the Blink Dagger, Hoof Stomp has been used, and Kasani will just die. Another failed attempt by... Oh, wait a minute, speaking of failed attempts, this Morphling just dies to Luna? Wait, that's not right. They have used RP on him, okay. Because there's no way Luna can solo kill a Morphling, that's just impossible, man. So yeah, they have just RP'd him out of the blue with the Blink Dagger of his own on Bryle, and yeah, okay, so they trade offlaner for a position 1, that's pretty good. But now mid tower is under attack. Okay, that's gonna be a decent skewer onto the Centaur though, that's one of the tankier heroes. There is this Demonic Purge being used. Luna, very ambitious TP here. Mortimer Kisses have been used, but the Egg is covering this teamfight pretty nicely, and Abed is gonna be able to finish off Timado. Bryle does find crit in the meantime, and Abed is in a bit of trouble now. Kasani, can he have enough damage? Ulti is still on cooldown, but yeah, there is enough damage with the Wolves. And okay, so at the end of the day, TSM still finally getting the victory in these teamfights. Egg was good enough, but just unable to really kill Luna quickly enough in this fight. And Magnus is a bit of a problem, just dealing way too much right click damage with just power threads. This universal hero now is insane. Just a very strong Magnus hero right now, especially with the way Empower works. It's just amazing. He will be going for this Echo Saber, just casual stuff. And I'm interested to see, is Whitemon going to rush eggs? Because Aghanim Scepter is very strong this game against these guys. Or is he just gonna go for a more like supportish type? Like Glimmer Cape and the 4 stuff to be able to save from the burst of these heroes? We will see what he attempts to go for. And Arteezy is very close to his Manta already. Manta, very important item in this game. And Phoenix, he will rush Yule, it seems. Wants to be able to have even more control against this Lycan. Also to be able to just cancel the ulti of this guy. And of all items, Crit has queued up a Blink Dagger. He wants to rush the Blink Dagger, it seems. So he wants to stay full back until Abed finds a hero. And as soon as Abed finds one hero, he wants to just be able to blink in and demolish him. That's fair enough. We see Crimson Guard will be picked up to counter this Lycan a bit. How far is Lycan from Helm of the Overlord though? Just a mere 100 gold. It's gonna be up after this camp. So he pretty much has it already. And we see Phoenix farming 2 camps at the same time very efficiently. Right next to his carry as well. So he will be able to help him out if he gets initiated upon on Arteezy. Luna in the meantime also very close to her Manta style and will take this tower no problem. There is the last hit. Beautiful. Dealing some serious damage with this Empower. And will clear out the stacks as well now. Well, this one has already been cleared though.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
And what did Lycan find? He didn't find anything quite yet. Still looking for a creep. And won't be able to quite find... Okay, this is what he's gonna take. Cooldown reduction? I mean, that's fine. Okay, now, 4-man smoke. Oh, Bryle, a bit too far on that blink. Will slow crit down with the Echo Saber long enough for the cookie to land. And Stampede won't be enough to save crit. That's a pretty good kill. They still have an RP, and I believe this was an arcane rune. Exactly, yeah. So they are eager to use it. He might just pop it here on fly if he sees him. Fly positioning very well, so won't be able to do it. Will just secure the power rune. And it's gonna be illusion for Magnus. Arteezy farming very deep down here, so this is probably the safest place on the map for him. Won't go further though, so he'll just start farming backwards because there's not much farm to be had here. Just one camp. We'll use Manta to push out the lane, and meanwhile on mid, there is a bit of action happening. Phoenix and Abed are smoked. There is a BKB on Primal Beast, and he will charge onto this Snapfire. Cannot really go further though, because Whitemon is here to just use Demonic Purge, and he does, and Magnus, however, just completely destroys Sky, and they are focusing the egg right now. Can they kill the egg in time? Oh boy, that was very close, but they do manage to kill the egg. It was last hit by this Luna, and it's easy team fight for them once more. Just murdering these supports and getting away with it. Arteezy unable to join the team fights quite yet, still farming. And this is the problem, they keep giving Arteezy these win conditions heroes, but Arteezy is not Yatoro. You cannot expect him to really win the game. And also he is playing these heroes that cannot really win it by themselves. I don't think Morph is enough. Hold that thought, because Saberlight has been skewered back. He does use Stampede to try and escape, but Disruption will stop him. Can blink out from it though, so he will be fine. And this Bryle is being very aggressive with the skewers in this game, which is what he should do. He is the primary initiator for his team, as well as the primary damage dealer. And now they are just heading straight to the pit. They have Luna plus Lycan, so it shouldn't be a long rush. In fact, it's already dying. Yeah, that's a very quick rush. They are looking to smoke on Shopify Rebellion, it seems. Why are they all grouped up like this? I'm not sure. There is no smoke on either of these heroes, so maybe... Oh, there is a smoke actually on Fly. Oh boy, that was a bit ambitious by Magnus. He has been just insta-silenced and has been disrupted now to buy him some time. He will be able to skewer the Saberlight. It's a very tanky hero though, but has been Demonic Purged. Timado does not deal any damage at the moment thanks to this Crimson Guard, and Arteezy is finally here. He turns into the Whitemon of all people and disrupts enemy Luna. That's very high IQ actually play, because these illusions hurt big time. Luna is silenced, but she will be able to just find Saberlight easily. She has Shard as well, very important to note, because it's almost an OP Shard, I would dare say. And Kasani's Courier has been found of all things in this fight, and looks like Shopify will be able to just disengage. Bryle does not want to pursue any further. He's very low on health and does not want to risk dying. They are drawing on the map though. They want to stay on the map and be aggressive. Ari is telling them to just invade the triangle. They are strong with this Lycan, who still has his ultimate. They see 3 minutes left on the Aegis, which is plenty of time to take all the outer towers and maybe even contest. Actually, they are too late to contest this Wisdom Rune, but they will be just hitting the towers, it seems. There is a catapult on mid, but they are going bottom. Illusions will just clear out the wave, I guess. Yeah, that's still quite a bit of damage to this tower though. It's no joke. Catapult still hitting. And Shopify does not seem willing to give up the bottom tier 1 quite yet. They are tipping heroes in. Can they defend it though? I'm not sure. Okay, so Crit tip is down here and just runs away from there. That's a bit weird, I have to say. And he does have his Blink Dagger. We are yet to see it being put to good use though. So it has to be in combination with this initiation by either Abed or Saberlight. Mostly Saberlight though. And yeah, TSM will easily steal this Tormentor now. It's a shard for Whitemon, that's a very important one. Gonna allow his Luna to just stay in front even more. And they might lose their own Wisdom Rune, however. There is a DD on top as well. If Morphling finds the DD, then they could take a fight on Shopify Rebellion. They will find the DD. Abed is the one to take it, it seems though. Artis is still unwilling to fight. And it seems our predictions are correct in a way. Yeah, this one is correct already, and this one so far so good. 7 towers for now. Alright. I don't think they can kill 3 more. They will be able to kill this one and possibly this one with the sages. And yeah, that's the most they can do by 25. I don't think any of these towers will fall, honestly. We will see though. Phoenix still farming this Yule. And Yule Scepter is gonna be quite good for him, that's for sure. And Timado, he will cut the top wave with the illusions and he will pressure this tower now, together with Lycan. He only sent 1 illusion on this wave though, it might not be enough to... Okay, so the other one is coming now. Oh yeah, Shadow Demon illusions are coming as well. And they wanna pressure high ground a bit, they wanna force the enemy back. They don't wanna give this tower up for no reason, so they are hitting the enemy tier 3. It has the protection of this guard, blocking a lot of damage. But now it's over, so Crimson Guard is... Wait a minute, are they gonna just lose tier 3? They are not tipping back. 3 heroes on Shopify Rebellion are still not tipping back, they're just gonna lose the tower. Hello? Okay, tower is gone and now the barracks are exposed. There is still Aegis on this Luna. She's not afraid of anything, she's just gonna hit these barracks, man. Okay, so she finally TPs down here. They do find an RP onto the Arteezy. I'm not sure if this is the smartest to play. He's just gonna attempt to TP away. Oh, not gonna be successful. There is Timado down here with the Lucent Beam. Stampede, however, will buy him some more time, but he is very low on mana. I don't think he can survive this. And no way, yeah, Kiss is even used. So they use a lot, but they do kill Morphling. And the barracks are saved, I guess, so that's something. Okay, sure. And there is a pipe on Arya. I love this. This is beautiful itemization. He recognizes there is no need for any kind of glimmers and forces. I just need a pipe to protect literally everyone. And that's exactly what they do need. Because with this they can, again, just create this death ball of 5 heroes. Oh, Timado, can he stop it? Oh, he can. But no, disruption, it's gonna allow him... Oh, actually, he cannot blink away. Not this time. But he's very speedy. Can they catch him? They have to hit him with something. Okay, they do catch him a bit. Lucent Beam is falling in time. And finally, Brile does arrive. He is the catch. Still though, Hoostomp still buying him some time. Gonna separate them a bit. And finally he dies. Took a while, but they will find this kill on Centaur. And we have another correct prediction. Very nice. Fly, however, still top of damage. I bet, my friend, you need to deal some more damage in these fights. Probably gonna be able to do it with the Blink Dagger now. And Lycan, he is being scanned, so crit. Wait a minute. Okay, so he will use the portal and join his team. So they wanna use this Aegis to the fullest now, even after it's gone. They will pressure top. And they might even hit this tower as well, because there is just no more glyphs on the enemy side. They can just force whatever they want. There is Satanic on this Luna also. Oh, man, this Luna is huge. Just way too huge. I don't think she can be stopped, honestly. This will be a very scary fight now. And there is a smoke. So there is a blink also on Abed. This is important to note. So they can initiate on 2 heroes at the same time. If they can somehow find the Shadow Demon, that would be perfect. But Brile, he has just jumped in and his BKB is being forced. He has to skewer away. He cannot just TP away because Pulverize is able to go through the BKB. Stampede still off cooldown. Okay. Lycan uses his ulti, but will be controlled by the Onslaught. And there is an egg. Will not be focused. Oh, actually, it will be focused. Ari and Lycan, they just killed this egg. They murdered the Phoenix. And there is a beautiful RP on 2 heroes. Skewer into the RP by Brile is just gonna put a stop to this fight. And oh my god, Abed, he is in trouble. He cannot disengage from this fight. He's gonna die as well. And Luna, she's just gonna make super short work of these barracks. Not only just middle barracks, but of all the barracks. And they might even just go for the throne. They might just hit it. Yeah, they are hitting the throne right now. There is another correct prediction, by the way. And it looks like this is a clean 2-0 by TSM. They're just demolishing Shopify Rebellion. Is Shopify going to get eliminated this early into the tournament? And by another NA team of all people? Is this how it's gonna end for Arteezy? Oh boy, the curse is even worse. No third place this time, my friend. He hasn't gotten it for a long time, and GG has been called, and Fly, he has been eliminated from this international, guys. He has just failed once more, and TSM, they advance forward, they secure top 12. Oh my god, they secure top 12, but they still have to play one more game, I think, in order to stay alive and proceed to the international. But my god, were they confident and dominant against Shopify Rebellion, completely destroying them in this second game. That was a bit unexpected, I have to say. But they did outdraft them. I mean, they just outdrafted them 2 times in a row. This is crazy. I'm not sure what is happening to Shopify. They are not mentally ready for this tournament, I think. Because these picks and everything, this is very... just weird. You have to compare them to Team Spirit. Because these guys have a similar player composition. Saberlight very strong on offlane. Arteezy very strong on position 1. These 2 players are very strong. But they are not strong enough. Like, you cannot compare them to Yatoro and Collapse. There is no way. Yatoro and Collapse just outshine them by a mile. And that's a big problem for them. Also, they have Abed, who is a star player as well. And it cannot work. Larl is just like a sacrificial role. And Abed, he's not great at doing this stuff. You can see on this Primal Beast, he just didn't do enough. He got completely smashed by Bryle's Magnus. And Bryle, not a guy that really spammed a lot of Magnus recently. So this is just poor showing by Shopify Rebellion. And hopefully they do not crumble under the pressure and disband or something. We will see. However, TSM securing the top 12 and have a chance to still reach the main stage. So we will see if they can continue in this fashion. They have been very dominant in this series. So we will see how they do later on. Anyways, guys, that will be all for tonight. Unfortunately, I won't be casting any further matches. If you're interested to see them, there is an official stream, obviously, which is even better than I am, you know. But EG versus Gaming Gladiators will be the next game, and it's gonna be a very important game. I believe Gaming are the favorites again, but we have seen them flop a bit, so anything can happen. Stay tuned, and we'll see, guys, what happens in this TI. Bye bye and good night.